Hello, listeners. Welcome back to my podcast. I'm Edward Musgrave Blakelock. Barren Fig Tree, Matthew 21. Did the Lord curse the barren fig tree in petulance or anger? No. It was parable in action. Eastern teachers taught by actions as well as words. There are many illustrations in the prophets who married wives, hid girdles, made yokes, and gave many other object lessons. The Lord, too, a child in the midst, and drove out the money changers. But a few weeks before Luke 13:6, he spake also this parable. A certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he came and sought fruit thereon, and found none. He had used the barren fig tree to illustrate Israel's fruitlessness. Now he repeated the lesson and made it wider in its meaning, for, if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. Also illustrates the spiritual truths of the Sermon on the Vine, John 15:6. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. Here was the tree, like many a man, green with the leaves of profession, but with no fruit of rich reality beneath. It was a living hypocrisy. By its withering, the Lord showed that visible death and ugliness, apparent for all to see, is the final end of backsliding. If we cease to produce the fruits of the Spirit, as in Galatians chapter 6, though the outward habits and formalities of our religion may maintain appearances for some brief time, inevitably the sham must ultimately be exposed. In the national application, the destruction of Jerusalem, when Roman Titus was the axe, in Isaiah 10:15, shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith? Or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it, as if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff should lift up itself, as if it were no wood? Was the outworking of the prophetic lesson. Thanks for listening. I invite you to join the discussion. Visit Divine Stream Radio's podcast supersite at godstreamradio.com. There you'll find podcasts from leading Christian authors and many Christian musicians. Plus, be sure to subscribe to the Divine Stream Radio newsletter, where you'll receive inspiring messages and have the chance to enter their weekly draw to win one of Dr. Michael Youssef's books. You can subscribe by visiting divinestreamradio.com directly. See you next week.